Good afternoon. We changed the title of our group a little, and we said, how can we raise awareness regarding gender violence? Those are the names of our team: Lina, Rosario, and Veronica. The third person left the team. In summary, the problem is to try to raise awareness regarding regarding gender violence by providing the information through the social networks. We were saying that we are very familiar with the violence protocols and that it's very important that people get involved and participate as well as understand what we're talking about here. The summary of the proposed solution is to develop a multimedia campaign to raise awareness, create a video contest for youth, create different types of formats, and establish a SMS chain. As to the technology, we have to open petitions in change.org, use message chains as well as email chains, as well as to send Facebook messages, and use our phone to make calls. The follow-up actions, we have two projects. The first one is a campaign to develop to allow people to have a life without violence. We can use Twitter and have different types of hashtags. For example, I don't like it when my boyfriend checks my cell phone, which is a hashtag that is widely used by girls and boys on Twitter. And it doesn't really refer to gender violence, but it's a very popular hashtag here in Mexico, and so it would be important for us to be able to use it. We'll also be opening a Facebook page to be able to make this campaign known, as well as using a series of email chains that refer to the different types of violences that exist through stories. You don't have to talk about violence directly. Rather, we can just say how in our daily lives, you oftentimes experience violence and you don't even acknowledge it. We will also develop a pamphlet, an informational pamphlet explaining what violence is, giving tips, a violence meter, a phone number, and all of that pamphlet, and that pamphlet will have the data for the organization. We'll also be very active in social networks such as Facebook, Twitter, and our website. And we'll have our slogan will be, "Come to us. Whatever you say will be confidential." We also want to develop a poster with a hand up in the air saying, "Stop, this is it." We'll also be talking with women from the states of Oaxaca and Chihuahua. And we want to include people such as Anabel Sanchez, because she works in the Institute for the Women of Oaxaca, and she works with the Municipal Institute for Women, so that maybe they can provide us with assistance with the campaign. We would also like to get women that have been involved in this type of gender violence so that they can help us send the message to other women, and we can explain that we can talk about this and together we can put a stop to this type of violence. Why is all of this important? Because it's important for our personal development as women, to keep the peace in our homes, and to make sure that our children know that there is a different way of living. And we were thinking about different types of testimonials that women could give us. Then we want to develop these posters that we could set up in strategic places such as the market or subway stations and so on, where they will say something like that: "Do you have a friend, a mother, or a relative who is always afraid and is always being mistreated at home? We can help you." And on those tickets, what they do is they kind of like put Post-its up, and you grab a Post-it and you take that information home with you, and we'll provide you with our Facebook data. That that was the first project. And the second project is one in which we're trying to raise awareness. In that project, we're going to be working with youths between the ages of 12 to 18. Do you want me to summarize, or should I not even mention it? Well, let me quickly summarize what it's about. We're going to create a 360-degree campaign with a video explaining how you think and how oftentimes men don't understand that they're really committing violence against women. And then we're going to show how you can use different types of technologies, video and photograph technologies, as well as Facebook, in which we'll be working with men or males and explaining to them what this is all about. And once they've concluded the workshop, we'll ask them to participate in a contest, a video and photograph contest, and poster contest, which will be given awards at the end. Once we have the winners, we would launch another awareness campaign. So it would be, we would start with one video and we would end up with another video to raise awareness.